Same comment from his teammate Kyle Larson there, who faded from second to third at the end of that run. He said, I just hurt the rear tire too much, so they'll give a small air pressure adjustment, 4 tires, Dave.
Christopher Bell said that car held on way better that time, so just a small adjustment here to keep up with the track, Marty.
Can't have a better stage one than William Byron did. Led every lap of stage one, gets the win. 4 tires time for this team. Byron said it was a little bit tight at the beginning of the run, but honestly, after that, all I did was manage using that pit stall number 1. The 2014 will easily hold serve here on pit road lead.
Right, that was close between Logano and Larson, that race off pit road. It is the final race in the round of 8. There is just one to go after this. That's why today at Martinsville is so important. Denny Hamlin and Chase Briscoe are already locked in and have a chance to win their first Cup Series title. For everybody else, they're trying to fill those final 2 slots. Who will it be?
In NASCAR history.
Can you believe what you've just seen? Wow!
The NASCAR Championship from Phoenix, live on NBC and Peacock.
13. NASCAR's first Cup champion, Red Byron, drove it when he won the inaugural championship in 1949. Hall of Famer Fireball Roberts won it at 30 times. Hall of Famer Bobby Allison won his 1983 Cup championship, driving the number 22. Dale Jarrett, there is so much in a number, as you know, as a Hall of Famer. I've got a question for you. When you see the 11 of Denny Hamlin, do you think about your dad, who famously drove the number 11?
Yeah, it really is the first thing that comes to my mind, to know all of those years that my dad drove that 11 car, and now to see Denny having the success with it. It's been driven a lot of champions throughout the years, but it's just incredible to see that 11 car and the memories that it brings back. Coming here as a kid, used to be an infield down in there. Kyle Petty and I used to throw a football around while this race was going on.
So much has changed as we get ready for the second stage. DJ, what kind of sense do you get from that first stage? I mean, you got the stability of Byron, the progress of Blaney. Logano seems like he's on a bit of a mission. What do you take from that first stage?
Yeah, I think this is a wide open race is what I'm seeing. Obviously, what Byron did was very impressive. Talked about Blaney coming up and getting himself inside the top 10. Just incredible there. But all of the championship drivers, this round of 8 drivers are up there. Chase Briscoe's just outside of the top 10. But the others are right there with an opportunity. A few adjustments by the crew chief and a few adjustments by the drivers. The drivers have to try to keep up with this track. It's going to continue to change.
Dale, when I look at the leaderboard, we have Gibbs in 5th, a non-playoff driver. But how about just behind the playoff drivers? Cindric, Priest, SVG, and Gillen having a great run as well.
Yeah, sure. SVG has become very impressive. Anybody that thought that he couldn't drive an oval, this man's too talented not to catch on at some point. They're giving him good cars, and it's fun to watch what he's doing now.
And don't forget about Austin Dillon. We know how good he is. He is the last car on the lead lap, but Austin Dillon, he is so good at this type of racetrack with these tires.
All right, stage break complete. Everybody's ready. Everybody knows what they've got. Here we go. Stage 2 of the Xfinity 500 is underway. Good restart, William Byron. This could be a very telling stage for the 22 of Joey Logano, and whether or not he has a chance to defend his title and have an opportunity for a 4th. Lots of racing still here at Martinsville, but this stage could be so important. Here comes Chase Elliott on the higher line of his teammate Kyle Larson. There's the 5 and the 9, side by side, right in front of Gibbs. Monster on board. Let's go for a ride.
Signal to 1 off, 20 to 11.
Christopher Bell looms large in the background as well. Keep your eye on that 20 this afternoon, because this was the race where it all came undone a year ago that denied him an opportunity to go to Phoenix and race for a championship on the very last lap past Bubba Wallace, and then went into the turn 3-4 wall, accelerated around, and Nascar said, no way, you're not allowed to do that anymore, and he was denied a shot at the championship 4.
They all see Chase Elliott on the top of the racetrack. Look at Gibbs trying to get underneath Larson. A little bit of contact, thought he had that spot, was not willing to concede it. But they all see Elliott on the outside, and they want to take advantage of this. It's we started this race out talking about drivers having to save tires. Without as much tire wear as what we anticipated, now as a driver, I'm questioning myself. How hard can I run right here? If I do run hard, we don't really know what the result is going to be later in the run. But at some point, if you're Chase Elliott, you can't be saving tire on the outside. You've got to get yourself to the bottom.
I think that's the key. There's a time and a place. I think that the improved tire wear has a little to do with the weather and a lot to do with what the drivers have done, the mentality going in. So we'll see if someone decides to push the issue a little bit right here. But I agree with you. The 9 car is going to have to work a little harder in that second lane.
They all know it, right? These are smart race car drivers. They all are going to take advantage of a weakness that you're showing. They know you're going to have to work harder on that outside lane. Do not let him in.
And all of a sudden in this front group, we can now talk about Ryan Blaney. There's the 12 right behind Denny Hamlin. Incredibly patient, methodical, step by step, pass by pass, first stage. And now he can focus forward on trying to win this particular fall race for the 3rd year in a row.
And I always love to see when a car comes from the back. We know he's better than the mid-tier cars, but now he's here. Now he's at the heavyweight fight at the front. We'll see if the 12 can continue to go forward if he kind of levels out. So far, I love how this 12 car looks, really rolling the corner.
Good night at Chase Elliott. He has an opportunity right here to back up